How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Tops, and it's coming at you with a ban list update today. So, just to preface the video, I'm going to be showing the ban list, and then I'm going to give my thoughts afterwards. This is also going to be my first, me first seeing the list because I haven't actually seen it yet. So, I will be kind of experiencing it with you guys alongside. So, let's get right into it. So, the banned cards are Moon of the Closed Heaven. Splash Mage. Sorry, because I see Smasher down there. King of the Feral Imps and number 67 Paradise. Paradise Smasher. Pretty good hits. For the limited cards, we have EXT Ryziel. We have Malice P. Dormouse. We have Fangbristle Ryzen. We have Fiendsmith's Lacrima. Is that the fusion monster? I think so. We have Link Karibo finally coming off. Finally, we got Summon Sorcerers back. Finally. Herald of the Arclight, Zodiac Drident. Okay. Christian Inclusion, Obedience Schooled, Stake Your Soul, and Solemn Judgment. The Solemn Judgment's kind of weird. But we'll talk about that afterwards. Oh my god. For semi limit, we have Branded Fusion. Unfortunate. And then for unlimited, we have Glow Bulb, Masterpiece, True Draco Slaying King, Morphing Jar, Phantom Skyblaster, Snake Eye Ash, Snake Eyes Poplar, Draconic Diagram, Lightning Storm, and Zodiac Barrage. So that was the ban list update that we just had. So just to kind of go, I'll just go through it again, and I'll give my thoughts on the actual hits. So for the bans, I can see Moon being hit. It made everything being able to bridge into Fiendsmith, which is a little too good. Splash Mage is a little interesting. I do think that it was a little too good of a generic Cypress card for things like Malice into Ignister and everything. So I do kind of understand it. At the same time, I think it's a weird hit. King of the Pharaohs, I get that that's the Mitsurugi hit, and it's the bridge. It's like the main bridge between Ryzeal and Mitsurugi. So hitting it would kind of kill that synergy between that deck. Outside of just trying to like hard make duo drive with like Mitsurugi cards, which makes sense. And then number 67 Paradise Smasher being hit. Yeah, no, with all the level fives dropping, that made a lot of sense, honestly. Especially with like K9, they wanted the game to be playable, I guess. So thankfully. For the limits, we have EXT Ryziel, Malice, Dormouse, and we have Ryzen being limited. I think those are really cool. I think EXT was the main problem for Ryziel. I don't think Ice and everything was like the biggest issue. EXT being such a like powerful card in and of itself. The inherent summon and sends from extra deck with like without activating all that kind of stuff was pretty good, like a little too good. Dormouse being hit is like your main mouse card being hit, so like that totally makes sense. Ryzen obviously getting hit makes sense. Lacrima coming off the list is actually pretty interesting. With the lack of a Fiendsmith like generic card, like the without the link 2, having this card come off the list would be pretty interesting. I also think that this was their push for time cards, because specifically it has like a burn effect and all that stuff. So it's just another way for it to come off the list. Another reason for it to come off the list because it's not the problem card in Fiendsmith anymore. Link Karibo coming off the list is actually kind of insane to me. With Yummy being the way that it is, and everything, and Global, which was mentioned later in the list, coming off, pretty insane. So pretty good. Summon Sorceress coming off finally. I don't think it's gonna do anything with the Summon Sorceress, but who knows? Could be interesting. Herald of the Arclight being limited as like a premature Yummy hit is pretty interesting. I think that Yummy would just realistically make something else. So like instead of maybe like when they do Metal Marcher instead, they're going to make something bigger, or like something like Cupid, which can like Cupid fish that can manipulate its level, and then become something more powerful on your opponent's turn. Dryden coming off the list, I'm not a huge fan of, but I mean, hey, I mean Zodiacs can get their heyday again, I guess. I don't think it's that Zodiac's going to do anything too amazing. I'm just not a huge fan of like Zodiac control, or Zodiac control. Um, and probably just because I've had the negative experience with it. But I mean, overall, I think Dryden was something that could come off the list a while ago. To be fair, Christian inclusion and obedience school getting hit are two really big things too. Same with Sacred Soul. So like they're hitting Vanquish Soul like immediately, thankfully, and and Yummy is getting hit. I think obedience school going to one is pretty big, but I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of Yummy combos that don't need obedience school, and depending on the like your link summoning line, I think obedience school is kind of negative for you because it also locks out like a lot of your other stuff. Like if you obedience school do your before you do your Sky Striker combo, you can't do it afterwards. So you have to rely on your opponent then like outing your Kagari with a way to like with a card that would remove it. So it's kind of interesting. I think obedience school being hit isn't too big of a deal for them. Inclusion being limited isn't super bad for Christian. I think it hurts, but I think it's not as bad, considering that they have like recursion and they have ways to search it. And then Sacred Soul, I think that's kind of big for Vanquish Soul, because like they have no way to search it, and it's not like a Vanquish Soul name card, so it's like it's their like odd starter card that gets hit, so it's pretty good. The Solemn Judgment being limited, I think that's a little weird, but I think that's also part of like their time rules thing, because they're giving the extra time at the end of time and everything, with uh the way that the game state kind of is, because life points won't matter anymore for it. People will keep the counter trap cards in game three, and be able to just kind of like seal out the game. In my opinion, I think that's kind of the idea of it. And then moving on to the semi limit, I don't like this. I just don't like branded. I'm so tired of branded. I like, don't get me wrong. I like the Albaz lore. I think the Albaz lore is cool. I like seeing Albaz lore unfold. I do not like the cards. And I'm tired of Albaz lore cards. It has been 5 years of Albaz lore, and like Sky Striker goes away and then it comes back, and it's like, okay, like every once in a while it'll go away, it'll come back, and then like we have like an import that we haven't even had, like we haven't even had the import yet, and you keep announcing branded cards, like we don't even have Camilla yet, uh or it's one of the link monsters. We don't even have that yet, and yet like you're bringing back Brand Infusion 2, and like we have a new Alba, we have a new branded structure deck, and instead of implementing it like stuff, you're just kind of putting Brand Infusion 2, and I frankly am just not here for it. I am so tired of Brand Infusion. um Maybe it's because I played a ton of it in the beginning and got burnt out on it. Maybe it's just because I also see a ton of it. I seen a ton of it. I still see it on Master Duel. You still see it constantly everywhere. So it's just kind of annoying in my opinion. So, and then the last things, the cards that are unlimited, Glow Bulb. No, that is pretty weird. But I mean, I think Glow Bulb is there to push the new hate rose cards or whatever they're called, the like the new Akiza stuff, as well as it's a level one monster, so it's for tuner stuff. Absolutely makes sense to have it, I guess, if you're trying to push for Yummy and you're trying to get stuff like this. Frankly, honestly, I like Yummy Naturia becomes a lot more playable with Gold Bulb, so it's kind of interesting. And then Masterpiece is, I think it's inconsequential. Morphing Jar, same thing. Like unless somehow Empty Jar becomes insane, which I don't, I don't see how that's going to happen when like when you have Like with Mimigul. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but sure. Um, I guess you could kind of do empty jar Mimigul. That'd be kind of funny. And then you have Phantom Skyblaster. Uh, I don't know what level the tokens on Phantom Skyblaster are. Actually, I kind of want to look that up while I'm here because that's interesting. I think Phantom Skyblaster locked you out of summoning though. I think there was an errata for it. I don't know. Hold on. So when this card is normal or flip summoned, you can special summon any number of Skyblaster tokens. They are Fiend, Dark, level 4s. Up to the number of monsters you control. Uh, Up to the number of monsters you control. So if I have if I have 0 monsters with Skyblaster, then I can only get 1 token. I don't. Maybe I'm misremembering exactly how the card works, but sure. Once returning during your standby phase, you can inflict 300 points of damage for each Sky Blaster monster you control. Sky Blaster monsters you control cannot declare an attack the turn you activate this effect. Okay, so there's no downside to it. It's just, that's interesting. I'm not entirely sure what you would do with Phantom Skyblaster, like what you can still do. I guess obviously you can do Link Spider and like Almarat, I think, right? But I don't think that really matters depending on like what it is. I also think that like I guess you could do like not Fiendsmith but like Unchained stuff because they're fiends. Would be interesting. Ash and Poplar going to 3 I think is pretty cool. Except I think I mean Poplar going to 3 I think was fine. Ash going to 3 or like one of them going to 3, sure. I don't think both should be. But like realistically, you never really resolve Poplar more than once per game anyway. So like the Poplar limit was kind of like dumb. I'm just tired of Snake. I was really tired of Snake Eyes. I'm less tired of it now, but like it's kind of annoying. But I think we still have their summon from deck banned, so I think it actually is fine to let Ash be at 3. And then we have Diagram, which I think again is like similar to Masterpiece and Consequential, but I mean like you'll still have some of those decks pop up that play that. Dinosaurs I guess could pop up and play it again. Lightning Storm to 3 I think is good. The War Breakers are important against stuff like Yummy and against a lot of the meta. And then Zodiac Barrage, I think they just put that to 3 because they wanted to because they brought Trident back. So, there's that. So yeah, so that's my main takes on the ban list. I think overall this ban list is actually pretty good. I think realistically we needed a ban list that kept a lot of things in check, and I do genuinely like this ban list. I think there's some things about it that I'm not entirely a huge fan of. Mostly it's the limits. Um, I think Lacrima coming back is absolutely fine. I think Dryden coming back is fine. It's just annoying. Like my biggest issue on this entire battle list has been the semi limits, and it's just because I'm tired of brand diffusion. But realistically, it's not even like from a gameplay standpoint. It's just from like the release standpoint. I think the forbidden cards are probably my biggest gripe, and that's because I really enjoy Mitsurugi. So King of the Fair Lamps going to 0 is annoying, but hey, I mean, if that's the Mitsurugi hit that they gave us, then that genuinely just means they didn't want to hit Mitsurugi at all. So, absolutely love it. We dodge another ban list. Arclight being limited is a little annoying because I do play Yummy. But I don't think I ever really summon Arclight more than once a game. I don't really do the triple Arclight stuff, and like the double Arclight line is kind of bad. Because it lets because like you can't go into like the cookie Yummy on your opponent's turn usually without like wasting a ton of resources or like opening every like Yummy name like and plus stuff. So it's I don't know. I think it's yeah, I think it's fine. I think this ban list is actually pretty decent. I kind of wish they went a little harder maybe on Vanquisol, but or maybe through like a canine tap in here. But like Nash or Umbra Horror or Umbra Horror. Like if they banned the chaos number or whatever, or 104, whatever it is. I think that would have been fine. Or like they banned Nash or something. I don't think they would have banned Nash, but like hitting Umbra Horror, whatever 104 is called. Um, I think that would be it. I think that would have been something to hit. But other than that, I think that's the only miss this ban list really had. And overall, pretty good, pretty good in my opinion. Just want to preface that in my opinion. But yeah. So anyway, guys, if you like the video, please feel free to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts about the ban list down below in the comments. I'm always open to have the discussion with you guys about the ban list. I frankly really like it. If there's something that you think they missed, let me know down below. Like I think they missed Chaos number 104 because it is getting really abused by Canine. Other than that, yeah. If you guys want to support the channel, please feel free to check out Gemtech. Please feel free to check out Dueling Guard. If you use my link for Dueling Guard down in the description below, it'll save you 15% off your purchase, which you can stack with their sales throughout the year. I think they have a back to school like Player's Choice sale on Dueling Guard, and that stacks with the 15% off. If you want to come hang out on my Discord, you want to chat about the ban list in my Discord, that's very fair too. You can join that. Link is in the description. You can see in the on the bottom right of the screen. It's telling you there. And yeah, I think or you can become a channel member. I have not really done too much with the channel members because I only have the one. And he's a personal buddy of mine. But when I get some channel members, I'll be free to do some more things. So like if you guys want to become a channel member, or if there's something that you would want to see that would make you become a channel member, please let me know. If there's like a type of content that you guys want to see, or something like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm rambling now. God bless you and peace.